Good morning all. In today's class we are just going to revise our next lesson, which is named as basis of classification, in that page numbers 70 to 74. Okay, only these page numbers today we are going to revise. In that, what is that first term? Classification. What is mean by this classification? See, classification, it is nothing but a grouping of organisms. Grouping means based on their it may be based on their similarities or based on their differences. Okay, some animals they may look like same, some animals it will be different in nature. So in such a way we are just classifying that animals or even plants, okay, and every organisms. Okay, in such a way, if we are just the method which is used to classify all these things, it is called as classification. Here for classification, additionally we will be using a tool which is called as dichotomous key. Okay, it is a tool. This tool it will be used to classify that organisms. Okay, the tool name it is called as dichotomous key. It is a tool for classifying that organisms. This dichotomous key, it is a tool. So classification means it is that method which is used for grouping that organisms. Okay, but here dichotomous key means based on their similarities and dissimilarities, whatever we are classifying, this will be used as a tool for that. Why? Because means how we can just classify these organisms. Simply we can tell that we are grouping that organisms. How we are grouping? Based on what differences, what similarities we are just classifying that organisms means. The first one, it is just based on the presence. Okay, the presence or absence of backbone. Either that backbone it is present or absence. Okay, there's a presence or absence of backbone. This is the first thing. Okay, based on this the animals it will be classified first. Okay, the backbone it is present means it is into one group. If it is absent means it will be just differentiated into another group. Okay, and then what is that second difference? The second difference, it is with backbone, the animals with backbone, but it is also again divided based on their body temperature. Okay, the few animals, though that animals everything it is with the backbone. Okay, but based their body temperature it will be varying. Based on that also it can be classified. And then the third one, it is the differences. What are all the body differences? Like presence of feathers, and then scales, even hairs. So in such a way, like that, based on their differences, these differences also it can be classified. Okay, so these are all the basic steps for classifying an organism. So how we are just classifying means, if we take the classification, see, first based on their presence of backbone, it can be divided into two. One as vertebrates and another one it is invertebrates. Okay, in such a way we can just classify that organisms into two based on their presence and absence of backbone. So vertebrate means the animals with the backbone, and invertebrates the animals without backbone. Okay, there will be absence of a backbone means they are called as invertebrates. So again this vertebrates it is divided into warm blooded and then cold blooded animals. Okay, again it will be divided into two. So warm blooded and cold blooded animals. And then what about invertebrates? Invertebrates also it can be divided into two. One has jointed legs. Okay, animals it will be with jointed legs. Okay, and then the next one is without legs. Even legs itself not present means. In such a way these animals can be classified. Okay, first one we are just classifying based on their backbone into vertebrates and invertebrates, and again vertebrates into warm blooded and cold blooded, and invertebrates they are into with jointed legs and without legs. Okay, in such a way we can just classify these organisms. And then what are all the needs, why we want to just classify this? Okay, without why, if you are not classifying, or why we want to classify means what is the need for this classification? So what are all the needs? Needs means it is nothing but the first one, it is to identify an organism easily. Okay, organisms it can be identified easily and also correctly we can identify. Okay, organisms correctly we can identify through this method. This is one thing. And then next one, it is origin and evolution. Okay, what is that origin and evolution? It means from where that organisms are introduced. Okay, from where it is just developed. All these things it can be identified by classifying these things. And then next one, it is relationship between the different organisms. Okay, what is that similar characters, or what is that relationship between one animal and the another animal, in such a way that relationships also can be just identified by this classifying method. Okay, that is what this is the main needs for this classification. And then the next topic of what it is the hierarchy of categories. So what is mean by this hierarchy of categories? Or who introduced this method means, see, this hierarchy of category method, it was first introduced by Linnaeus. Okay, he was the person who just introduced this hierarchy of category. Okay, so what is this hierarchy category means? It is also a system for arranging then organisms, okay, in descending order. Okay, mostly in a descending order, how we can just arrange that organisms. For that purpose, this method, it is introduced by Linnaeus. Okay, so in descending order, we can just classify that organisms. How? What is that order means? See, the first one, it is kingdom, and then it is phylum, then class, order, family, and then genus, last one it is species. So these are all that 7 major just divisions. Okay, how we are just classifying that organisms into different groups. So if we take this kingdom, this is the first major order in this category. Why means, because the organisms, it may be microorganisms, plants, or animals. So that division, major division itself, it will be done under this kingdom. Then after that, the subdivisions of that animals, okay, this will be just coming under these categories. At last it is species. So this is the order. This order method, it is called as hierarchy of categories, which was introduced by Linnaeus. And this method, it is also called as Linnaean hierarchy. Okay, Linnaean hierarchy. So you all know the reason why it is called as Linnaean hierarchy, because he was that person who just introduced this method first. So it is called as Linnaean hierarchy. Okay.